tarot cards yet. Damn, I'm freaking out. Anyway, I haven't been able to do the tarot cards yet. I'm gonna try to do it tonight, tomorrow morning, and get that posted for you guys. Right now, find a way to make more time for myself so that I can relax and just kind of chill out, not worry so much about the mama has to do this, mama has to do that type of stuff. So I was like, well, I'll start cooking dinner early. Plate it up. That way all they gotta do is warm it up, right? So we're making, let me flip it around here for you. We're making some macaroni and cheese. I think this is already done. I got water everywhere. This is creamy chicken rice by Knorr. And I'm not sponsored by anything. I let it cook until it basically has about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch of water in it, okay? And then, of course, I said water for mac and cheese. I got corn over here. And then I've got peas. I gotta warm up in the microwave. I only have 4 pounds to cook with, so it makes cooking for 6 really difficult, but it is doable. I'm making pork chops as a meat. Let's see if I can get y'all to stand up somewhere. I was going to fry them, but I don't really have enough grease to fry pork chops. So I've got oil in the pan, and I'm just going to sear them until they're cooked through, and do it that way. Otherwise, I would put them in the oven and shake and bake them, but I didn't realize I didn't have enough oil until after I had already started the process. So it's one of those, oops, do what you can with it. I don't know if I answered it or not, but I do have dishes in big coffee mugs because of not having pots. I get asked that quite a bit on Facebook. You probably noticed I use coffee filters instead of a towel or paper plates or paper towels to drain the grease off of it. Not really a choice. It's kind of what I had on hand. It's the end of the month for us, even though it's the beginning of the month. It's the end of the month, which is when I will be going shopping and getting everything we need for the house. Last month we went through a little bit more than normal. Okay, 6 people, growing kids, it's gonna happen. But I figured I'd jump on and do a live, cooking and see what we could come up with. It's kind of the stuff we had on hand. We don't have a whole lot at the moment. Like I said, I need to get my lazy butt in gear and go to the store. But that's all we're doing, you guys. We're pan frying the pork chops, and I got the water going to bubble so I can make mac and cheese, and then I'll pop the peas in the microwave to cook them through, and the rice to heat it up when it's time to plate everything. I'm not going to try to keep y'all the whole time I'm cooking, because cooking for 6 with small pots takes a while, so it could end up being a very tedious task. But I do hope that at least the sides and some of the chops are done, so I can plate it up and show you what it'll look like when it's done. And that's about it. Nothing really going on with us. Nothing changing. Everything pretty much the same. Simple people, simple life. Try to make it as simple as possible, I guess. But yeah, so I am cooking with a mixture of coconut oil and extra virgin olive oil. The coconut oil is for taste, and the extra virgin olive oil is mainly just because that's what I had on coconut oil too. But coconut oil does add a flavor to it, so it makes it have a different kind of taste. Another issue I'm having with cooking is my front burner initially stopped working. I got junk everywhere. It initially stopped working, and the other day, 2 of the other burners had stopped working. So I had posted online trying to find one, a stove, and nobody had anything available, and of course money's tight right now, holidays and such. So when my husband got home, he tore the stove apart, cleaned it real good, and put it back together. Well, all the burners are working, but like the back burner, when you have it on low, it's like it's set on high, and then the front burner, to get it to work, you gotta have it on 8. So I think the element might be going out in it. But we rent, we don't own the home, so if this breaks and I can't find one at a decent price, the landlord's gonna have to get it fixed or whatever. There's only so much we can do, you know. So we're using Velveeta macaroni and cheese, liquid gold. I only do 1 box, mainly because that's what I have on hand, and 2 because, like for myself, I don't really care for macaroni and cheese. Funny story, years ago when I was a kid, my mom had to go to a funeral, and she left us home with Dad. You know, Dad being an inexperienced cook. Tried to make mac and cheese and forgot to add the milk to it. That kind of deterred me from ever wanting mac and cheese again. I love you, Dad, but yeah. So we still pick on him to this day about it, even though we know it was an accident. It wasn't done like to be a horrible father or anything like that. It was just he did not know what he was doing. So he did the best he could, and it sucked. Macaroni and cheese sucked. I use Himalayan salt. I don't use regular table salt. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There it goes. I get this from Big Lots. It's $1.25 for this container. It's finely granulated. It lasts me about 8 months, really. We use it as table salt too. You can. It's actually really good for your digestive system. I use it in spell work as well. I find a lot of health benefits to it. I have arthritis, a couple other things. So using that, it helps my joints and stuff. I can't explain it, but when I don't use it and I use something else, like I substitute it, I can tell the difference. I don't know, I guess it's just a favored thing for me. Growing up, we had regular table salt. I don't think my mom ever used Himalayan salt. But I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, so yeah, that's why I make small portions of stuff. Like, not everybody in the family likes peas, but they like corn. Not all of us like macaroni, but we like the flavored rice stuff. Which, the one I'm cooking, I can't remember if I told you guys, is creamy chicken. I like the palate in it. It's really good. It's easy to eat. It's not one of those flavors that boom, it's going to kick you at the end. So I try to find something to substitute for everybody so that everybody walks away with a full tummy. I did put salt in the water and I let it sit for a minute before I added the noodles. I like doing that just once so it can get mixed into the water, and then you also get the flavor of it from the water onto your noodles. So, and some people, I used to use vegetable oil and stuff like that for noodles. I use oil when I make lasagna noodles. That's the only time I use oil now. Most of the time I use salt or nothing. And then tomorrow night we're having spaghetti with mushroom and garlic Prego sauce. Really good stuff. You find a lot of low budget ways to cook. Spaghetti is actually a favorite in our house because we don't have it that often. But I don't like the cleanup, so I try not to make it unless I have to. So, some of the pork chops are finishing. Well, the two I had in there are finishing. And I'm trying to get the macaroni done. And then I'll pop the peas in the microwave and show y'all. I don't care for meat that much myself, especially pork. I don't like how slimy it is. I don't care for bacon that much. I'll eat turkey bacon, but I don't care for bacon. My husband thinks I'm weird. It's okay, though. He knew I was weird when he decided to marry me. January will be 15 years married and 20 and a half years together. We've been together a very long time. The peas in the microwave so they can go ahead and cook. That white thing right there is the dog cage where we put dogs at night. We don't leave them out with it being cold. Don't want them to freeze to death. It also doubles as my oldest son's bedroom. And that is actually his closet right there. But this is again going to take longer than I anticipated, and I don't want to hold you guys up. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll be able to see a finished plate.